So anyways, in reference to law enforcement and the courts, you have to have it on record every single day and every single time these satellite controllers have been burning on me. You know, they had kidnapped me or tried to kidnap me back in the 70s, the 80s, and 90s, and years of 2000. You know, I've been held hostage for over 20 years. So we need some answers. Why'd they kidnap me from my mother and father's mansions? Need all the answers for why they've been burning on me. And that satellite man is still hitting me in the teeth. They hit me right there. Why'd you hit me in the teeth just now? Need an answer on that, man. Why you been burning my tailbone? In the back of my hips and lower back. Why you been burning that, man? Need some answers. And don't forget, some of them have tried to say something like, oh, he thought your penis was fake. No, it's been on record since I was born. It was even on record when I was in a coma. It's even on record when I came out of a coma when I was a little boy. Now, if we find out you've been in the CIA or the FBI, and you're pretending like you don't know who I am or who my parents are, you're going to need to go to court and get prosecuted. Well, protocol's in the media 24 hours a day, man. It's been there since I was born. And in reference to information, in reference to my mother and father, of course, the roll protocol had documentation of my parents, too, even before I was born. So it's pretty important in reference to me being the only child of my mother and father. And my parents both being super wealthy and from very wealthy families. And my father owning media companies and my grandfathers on both sides having media companies. So, you know, in reference to, basic information of things, or my mother and father owning media companies, and I'm the only child of my mother and father. So in reference to government and the courts and police stations, you need to ask these satellite controllers what they're staring at. And again, they'll say, oh, did you hear what he has said? No. See, you've been calling me a fake. You've been denying my identity. You've tried to steal who my parents are. You've tried to steal my family history. You people have broke down my vehicle. You flattened my tires on my bicycle. You've been burning on me today. You were burning on me on the 4th of July. You were burning. Now it's, the 5th of July, and you're still burning on me. We need an answer on what you're trying to do, man. I mean, we know some of the things you're trying to do, and it's all attempts of murder and financial fraud, and my family history and all the schools I went to growing up and universities, all the sports I've played in, they just hit me in the mouth. The schools I went to and sports and pro sports or athletics or Olympics or things like that all has to be acknowledged in reference to who I am, in reference to any world records or Nobel Peace Prizes or accomplishments. Need answers, man. In reference to why these satellite controllers are still burning on me right now. What are they looking at? Who do they think they're looking at? I mean, they're burning my ass and tailbone right now, and they've hit me in the mouth, and they're burning my face and teeth. So what's the reason for it? That government man said he'll say something like, "Oh, he hates you." And what does that mean? When people don't like somebody, they stay away from them. They don't sneak into their property or burn on them with satellites, I have American status and international status and protection status that you're violating. So we need to know who you are, government man, and what you're doing in America. I don't go to your house. I don't hang out with you. I've never been friends with you. You and your people have been conspiring against me since your people murdered my parents. And my parents was frozen. So, in reference to the courts, they have to have all the records of every single day that these people have been staring at me. And what was their reason? You not liking somebody in this country doesn't give you a right of stalking them or mutilating them or raping them or stealing their blood or sperm or money, government man. So we need some answers. You're violating my independence. You're violating my mother and father and family history. You're violating land and deeds laws and treasury laws. You hate somebody because they're richer than you or wealthier than you and came from wealthier family than you. So you thought you'd steal their money? In reference to you people stealing from my parents? What kind of careers did your parents have? What did your parents do with their money? Government man. They blew their money or something, and then you thought stealing my money, or you people trying to steal my parents' estates, you thought was your way of doing what? Your way of doing what, government man? Trying to steal my identity? Trying to steal my family history and lifestyle that my parents created for me? And my revenues from the entertainment industry, and when I performed as an artist in movies and TV shows when I was growing up. Which person's stealing that money? Does anybody know? Where's my lawsuit monies? And my mother and father's estates had insurance for me in reference to if somebody held me hostage or somebody tried to injure me. Where's that lawsuit monies, or where's that monies? And in reference to any time and date that somebody calls law enforcement or calls the courts and says, hey, you know, they're staring at him again, meaning them staring at me with satellites. Want to know the reason? Do these people even have American status that are doing this? Are they illegals in America? You have to backdate their information, or do a background check on their family history when their family came into America, whoever these thieves are. Even if they're generations of people that's been in this country, don't forget. Even back in the 60s, the CIA was doing illegal things back then, and so was the FBI or the illegals that was trying to get into America. The thieves and claim jumpers or land thieves or whoever they are. Lots of things of importance. So, in reference to, law enforcement, people are allowed to call and say, hey, why are they staring at him now? In reference to them burning on me, looking at me. Who do they think they are? Need an answer every day, every second. Anytime they're staring at me, anybody that calls them and says, hey, what are you staring at him for? Why are you hitting him in the face and teeth? And don't forget, I have a high-class education, too. So in reference to, and, I'm a straight A student. And low-performing arts schools, too. How you guys doing? And low universities. So, in reference to these people playing this game of burning on me and zapping or terrorizing my life, need answers, man. They've done this to me, burning on me when I was sleeping, when I was using the bathroom, or when I was in the shower, or when I was eating food that I bought, or at the grocery store, or a fast food restaurant, or wherever, and where I bought food. And these people, they burned me on jobs. They were burning me on my bicycle, burning me in my vehicle when I was driving, burning my face and teeth. So I need an answer every second of every day what they're staring at and why they're staring at me. They don't have no legal right. They won't ever have no legal right, and they must get prosecuted. Where's my lawsuit monies? And in reference to the courts and the treasury, you have to have it on record in reference to previous lawsuit monies that the government owes me and what they haven't paid, or what they claim they ever paid, because I've never received nothing. And if my mother had money in accounts or something, they're blocking me from those accounts. So where's the information? This is going to have to be, a serious documentary and serious, media information that has to be presented in the media. Roll protocol, my identity's in the media 24 hours a day, and it's been there since I was born. So in reference to the government, man, what are you staring at? Why are you burning on me? You need to go into court. The courts have to have it on record every single second of every day that these people have zapped me, or lasered me. It's got to be on record, man. Why they're staring at me. Need explanations every time.